Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Is it just me, or is our culture's main mantra, hurry? We microwave our food or grab something at a drive-thru. We're constantly running late for this or that because we've stuffed too many activities into our schedule. And be honest, how many people always drive the speed limit? Yet when we read about the life of Jesus, He never seems to be in a hurry. His goal is not to get to the next place or do the next thing. He's constantly being interrupted. Like when the 4 guys broke open the roof and let down a paralyzed man into the house in the middle of a sermon. Or when He was trying to get alone with His disciples to mourn over the death of John, and the multitudes of people came wanting to be healed. Or when Mary and Martha summoned Him to their home because Lazarus was dying, and He waited several days before even starting that way. In today's passage, a man's daughter had just died. He hurried to find Jesus and had faith that Jesus could raise her from the dead. But as they were on the way to the house, there was an interruption. Now, this woman didn't mean to be an interruption. In fact, she was pretty stealthy about it. She wanted healing, and she had faith that Jesus could heal her. But she didn't have the boldness to ask for it. She wanted it to be a private miracle, one that only she knew about. You can't really blame her. The whole issue of blood thing just wasn't something discussed in polite society. In fact, her malady made her unclean. Just to be out in a crowd in public was against the law, but I can't imagine this shy woman hollering unclean as she was supposed to in that situation. So just being there was pretty bold for her. All this poor woman wanted to do was to touch the bottom of Jesus' robe, and she knew she'd be healed. And she wanted to do it invisibly. Though Jairus was most likely in a hurry, Jesus wasn't. He stopped and had a personal one-on-one conversation with this woman. He wouldn't let her faith go unnoticed. Can't you just see Jairus in his expensive robe, pacing back and forth, impatient for Jesus to finish with this poor raggedy woman and get on with what was important to him? But each person is important to the Lord. And Jesus wasn't about to rush off to the next thing without taking time to be sure this woman knew His love and care for her. He refused to overlook her in the rush. He just wasn't in a hurry. Jairus' daughter would still be dead when he got there. She wasn't going anywhere. Many times I think people get overlooked in our rush. Children won't feel loved and cared for if we don't spend quality and quantity time with them. People at church will fall through the cracks if we don't deliberately take the time to get to know them and help them get involved. Sometimes we are in too much of a hurry to notice God calling us to stop and spend time, the time He's given us, with Him and those around us. Being good stewards of our time doesn't mean packing as many activities in as we can. It's leaving space for the Lord, for other people, and for rest. It's using the time He's given us to show God's love to those in our sphere of influence. Who does God want you to spend time with today?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.